Network Entertainment.
Kapatid, kung isa kang OFW and working abroad at kung may kaanak ka na sa abroad, alam mo na tong eksenang to. Buwan-buwan, hinihintay ang padala, or buwan-buwan, ikaw nagpapadala. So the question is, paano ba pagkakasyahin ang kakarampot na pinapadala sa isang lumalaking pamilya? If that is your interest, you have to listen to this episode.
Hi, I'm Chingitan and you're listening to Chink Positive Podcast, where I aim to equip you to become wealthy and debt-free, teaching you on how to save, budget, get out of debt, and invest. Let's get into the episode.
Hi there, this is Chingitan, your pambansang wealth coach. Welcome to another Chink Positive Podcast. Na-experience mo na ito pagdating ng remittance, pang tuition, di ba, may pang grocery, di pang bayad ng utang, pero parang nagtataka ka, hanggang kailan ba ako talaga nandito sa abroad? Di ba? Nakakatulong ba talaga to? Or pagtapos ko dito, baka maghirap na ako muli. Well, we're going to talk about today the OFW remittances and their impact to themselves and to their household. So let's talk about first the beauty. Maganda, yung immediate na magandang effect para sa Filipino family. Number one, nagkakaroon tayo ng immediate relief. Nababayaran ng tuition fee, pang araw-araw needs. And then number two, na-improve talaga yung standard of living. Siyempre, dati kang umikita lang ng minimum dito sa Pilipinas. Ngayon sa abroad, kumikita ng probably times 2, times 3, times 5, even times 10. Siyempre, mas maganda na yung kinakain, mas maganda na yung bahay, mas maganda na yung edukasyon, and more opportunities. However, meron din siyang downside. Ang downside, may emotional trade-off. Siyempre, yung taong nasa abroad, malungkot. They experience homesickness. And siyempre, yung mga anak naman na nandito, mamimiss din yung ina or yung ama na nandun. And then, another downside is the dependency risk. Minsan, pag nasanay na yung pamilya na may dumarating buwan-buwan, kaya imbis na magtulungan or tulungan na kumita sa income, nagiging dependent. Padala, dependent. Agree? So, right now, if you look at this naman, economically, maganda naman talaga sa ekonomiya ng Pilipinas kasi we are talking about 30 billion yearly dollars. $30 billion. It's fueling our economy. And then not only that, syempre, mas maraming nabibili yung pamilya dito, di ba? Pero ito lang ha, ang pakiusap ko, especially to the families who are here in the Philippines, always remember that your parents or the loved ones sending you money is not a permanent thing, but it's a temporary thing. So, kailangan po magtulungan tayo and we have to use the remittances wisely. Number one, how can we help? Number one, stick to the basic. Needs muna. Needs muna, that's number one. Number two, pagkatapos nun, mag-ipon. Di ba? Importante mag-ipon. Hindi yung pag may sobra gagastusin pa, uubusin. Di ba? Parang yung typical na may budget pa sa company, binigyan ng 5,000 para sa meals. Ang nakain lang 2,000. Ang ginawa, bumili pa ng dessert na 3,000. No. Kung may sobra ka, itabi mo na. Number two, invest for the future. Use part of the remittances to start a business. Or if not naman, invest in MP2. Invest in high-yielding instrument that is safe. Number three, empower the family at home. Encourage the family members to also work, study, and start a small business. Hindi pwedeng iisang tao lang ang bumubuhat ng responsibilidad ng buong pamilya. Agree? And then very important also, as you start earning already, I suggest na build an emergency fund. Diba? As part of the savings. Just in case something happens to yung nagpapadala or let's say sa pamilya natin dito, meron tayong emergency na fund. And last but not the least, I suggest, think about long term. Think about, especially yung mga nagpapadala, huwag ubos biyaya. Keep something for yourself. Bakit? Remittances are not forever. Your income is not forever. Plan for a day na ikaw ay uuwi dito bilang isang OFW for good. Anong plano mo? May investment ka na ba? Meron ka na bang passive income? just in case na mag-retire ka. Agree? These are the things that you need to think about. Especially kung buhay kayo mag-asawa. Kung kayo mag-asawa, maniwala kayo. This is one of the major reason and sources of conflict, yung pera. Kaya if you are having conflict with money issues, may good news ako. We have another podcast that me and my wife is doing called Happy Spouse, Happy House. It's for free. We talk about strengthening relationship and building harmony at home. You can check it out also. Happy Spouse, Happy House. So guys, mga kababayan kong OFW, I really salute you. Ang laki talaga ng sakripisyo mo para sa pamilya mo, kapatid. Pero tatandaan mo, hindi ka pwedeng maging forever provider. Let us shift our mindset from OFW forever padala to OFW stepping stone to family independence. From remittances, panggastos lang, to remittances, pang-invest, pang-negosyo, pang-future. Grabe. Guys, the true success of an OFW, it's not only how much you send, it's how much you keep and how much you grow. Remittances can feed you today, but wise planning can secure tomorrow. So guys, if you do like this episode, please send us your love, send us your comments. At the same time, if you want more practical tips on money and life, make sure to subscribe at my YouTube channel. There, I interview mga successful people. I upload fresh content there on a daily basis, so please check it out. Thank you very much. As I always say in my program, to every problem, there's always a solution. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Always. Think positive. Bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.